Welcome to grade 6. Hope you all are safe at home. Uh, because of this severe situation all over the world, everywhere, everything is shut down, and we couldn't start the school regular classes as usual. But you have an option to take classes, that is online classes. You have no other way to begin the classes, and the time is very important. We have no time to waste. So our school management, the principal, all decided together to go for an online class this year beginning. Hope soon we could open the school and we can start the regular classes. Let us pray for that. So once again, welcome to the class 6. Here today we are going to start the first chapter, the numbers. So before starting the class, you all be ready with a pen and paper with you. Whenever I am giving you some questions or examples, you can note it down on your paper, and whenever I am solving the problems on the board or writing some notes on the board, you just note it down, and later we will send you the notes in a PDF format through our Parent Day application. But still you can write the notes, class notes now itself, and if there is any doubt, you can contact me through WhatsApp or Parent Day, or later we can conduct a Zoom meeting for clearing your doubts. So come to the lesson. Our first chapter is numbers. You all are familiar with numbers. You know the importance of numbers. In our day-to-day life, without using number, the time will not pass. It is very important. In every aspect of your life, we are using numbers for different matters. For example, whenever you are going to a shop, if you are shopping something, whenever you are paying it in the form of numbers. Currency is that when you are counting the currency, we use numbers. And whenever you are calculating the distance, whenever you are counting the things, every time we are using numbers. So numbers is very important. In this chapter, we are going to discuss how we are making the numbers. How can we make use of numbers efficiently? Whenever it comes in the case of very large numbers and two small numbers, you have to be very careful while creating the numbers. So let us see what is numbers. I told you numbers we always use, and there are different types of numbers. The main, in lower classes you studied the counting numbers. Counting numbers are the numbers which we use for counting. Whenever we are counting the numbers, usually counting using numbers, usually we are starting from 1. We never count from 0. If you are counting from 0, then counting will be wrong. For example, if you look at my hand, how many fingers are there? We can count it. Suppose if I am counting it from 0, what will happen? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers are there. Is it correct? Is it right? No, it is not right. There are 5 fingers, we all know. So we have to count from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 fingers are there. So whenever we are using the numbers for counting, we begins with 1. So the first counting number is 1. And the counting number is also called natural numbers. So you can see counting numbers or natural numbers. And this counting numbers or natural numbers begins with 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So we can say that the smallest counting number is 1, or the smallest natural number is 1, and the greatest natural number we don't know, nobody knows. It is endless, infinitely it is going on. So the greatest natural number or counting number we don't know. That because of that, any big things we can count using these natural numbers. The least one is 1. So to form the numbers, now let us see how can we make numbers, create numbers, and how we are reading the numbers. That all we are going to see now. Okay, so when you look at the numbers, natural numbers, we can define it as the collection of counting numbers. That is also called natural numbers. What is natural numbers? The collection of the counting numbers, also called natural numbers. And they are, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And it is endless. And the smallest natural number is smallest 1. Smallest natural number is 1, and there is no greatest natural number. Every time there will be a successor. So in the set of natural numbers, there will be a successor every time. So the smallest one is 1. And there is only one natural number which is not having any predecessor. You know predecessor and successor. Successor means when you are adding a number 1 to a number, we will get the successor. And when you subtract 1 from a number, we will get the predecessor. And so we can say that there is only one natural number which is not having any predecessor. Do you know that? Which is that natural number which does not having a predecessor? That is 1. 1 is not having any predecessor. 1 is the only natural number One is the only natural number which is not having any predecessor. So is it clear? Now let us see how to write the numbers and read the numbers. How to write and read the numbers. For reading the numbers, we are using some number names. How we are reading the numbers, that is called the number names, and that is used that we can write in words. For example, this 1, 2, 3 and all, these are the representation of numbers using some symbol. Understand? Whenever we are writing or reading the numbers, whenever we are representing a number, we are using the symbols. To represent the natural numbers, we are using the symbols 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. These are the representation of natural numbers. And these symbols, when you are representing a number using these symbols, it is called the numeral. Numeral. What is representation? When you are representing a number using these symbols, it is the numeral. So numeral of a number 23. What is a numeral? This is 23. And when you are reading it, we are reading it as 23. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can write that names using English alphabet. That is 1, O-N-E, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, using English alphabet or number names. When you are writing like this, that is called numeration. Right? Writing numbers using number names is called numeration. And what is numeral? Representing number using these symbols. These symbols is called numeral, and representing number with the help of number names using English alphabet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. This is 23. How can you write 23? This can be written as 23. This is called numeration. Or simply we can say that when you are reading, writing numbers using its name, it is called numeration. Okay. Listen here. Hindu-Arabic numeral system. What is Hindu-Arabic numeral system? Just now I told you we are using natural numbers, and when you are using the natural numbers, we use some symbols to represent that number. Any number, any big number in natural number system or any number system, we can write that number as its numeral by using the symbols. How many symbols we are using normally in our number system? That is 10 symbols we are using. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the 10 symbols we usually use to represent numbers. Using these 10 symbols, it's a combination. In any repetition or any order, any number of time, we can combine these symbols to form any big or any small numbers. When you are making that number and when you are representing that number using these symbols, that is called numeral, that we already discussed. And when we are reading that number, it is called that reading is called numeration. When you are writing that number using number name, it is called numeration. From where these symbols came? That is our next question. These symbols, the numbers using these symbols is called Hindu-Arabic number system. Why it is called Hindu-Arabic number system? Around 1500 years ago, Indians introduced these symbols to the world for representing the number. So it is Hindu number system. But soon the Arabic peoples, the Middle East people, not usually, the Arabic people, they also contributed to this system. They also accepted these symbols to represent the numbers. That is why it came out from India. Then through the Arabic countries, Arabic people, it reaches the Europe and then all over the world. Now this number system is used to represent numbers. These 10 symbols are used. That is why the numbers using these symbols is called Hindu Arabic numerals. So we are using Hindu Arabic numerals. So to make Hindu Arabic numerals, we are having 10 symbols, 0 to 9, 10 symbols. Using these 10 symbols, we can create any number. Do you know any other number system which is not using this 10 symbols? Yes, we know that there is no Roman numeral system. No Roman number system. We are not using these symbols. Instead of this, we are using some other symbol. But in Roman system, there is only 7 symbols we are using. You are familiar, you know that 7 symbols. They are I, V, X, L, C, D and M. These are the 7 symbols used in Roman numerals to create numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 symbols. And these 7 symbols represents different digits, different values. I represents 1, V for 5, X 10, this is L 50, C for 100 and D for 500 and M to represent 1000. And for representing more big numbers, thousands can be represented using a bar above a Roman numeral. Suppose if you are writing like this, a symbol of 10 and a bar over it, it is called 10,000. In such a way, they are using the symbols in Roman system. 7 symbols are used to create the number. But later it is found that it is very difficult to create a very big number using these symbols, because there is only 7 symbols and there is no place value system. They used in Roman numeral system, the numbers are created using adding the values of the symbols used in that number, or sometimes subtracting also. And there is a limit for repeating a single digit, a single symbol in a number. That all you studied in lower classes. Later in this chapter we will study in detail the Roman numeral system. But before that, let us come to the Hindu Arabic numeral system. So now here we are using Hindu Arabic symbols to represent, to create numbers. And when you are making numbers using this Hindu Arabic system, we follow place value system. When you are creating a number, place value is important. On the basis of the place, on which place a symbol is written, that place gives that symbol a value. So, 2 place value system is there. Nowadays we are discussing the first one, Indian place value system. There are also Indian. And the next one, international place value system. That 2 systems we will discuss through this chapter in detail. And in the Indian place value system, we follow the place value of digits ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. In that way it is going on. That is the place value system in Indian place value system. And in international place value system, the numbers are formed and numbers are created on the basis of the place value ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, and there is no lakh. Instead of lakh, in international place value system, Indian place value system we are having lakh, but in international place value system it is 100,000. And then there is no 10 lakh. Instead of 10 lakh there is million. There is no crore, then 10 million, then 100 million, like that it is going, then billion, trillion. That is the international place value system. In both this place value system, Indian and international place value system, we are making the numbers using a table, Indian place value table. Suppose the Indian place value table, let us see a 5-digit number. Suppose a 5-digit number means we can make 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In a 5-digit, suppose a 5-digit number is there, then first place, this place is ones place from this side, then tens, hundreds, thousands, and then 10,000, 10,000. This is the Indian place value system. 1, 10, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, like that. And when you are, suppose I am writing a number here, 2, 7, 3, 0, 7. Okay, let us change this. So 7. How can you read this number? In Indian place value system, if you are reading a 5-digit number, this is a 5-digit number. Look at the places. Ones place there is 7 ones, tens place 4 tens, and hundreds place 3 hundreds, thousands place 7 thousands, and 10,000s place 2 10,000s are there. So when you are reading this in Indian place value system, we have to read the number with the help of periods. This place value system again classified into group of digits. From the last 3 digits you will take, that is this 3 digits. These 3 digits are considered as ones group or ones period, and then 2 digits, then every time 2 digits. This 2 digit is thousands group. Then next 2, suppose more big numbers are there, next 2 digit, after 10,000 lakh will come, 10 lakh will come, crore will come, 10 crore will come. Each time in Indian place value system, first period contains 3 digits, that is ones, tens and hundreds together considered as ones group. Then remaining all the digits we group into 2 digits, and afterwards the next group is thousands. So when you are reading the number using Indian place value system, we consider the group, the period. Look at the period thousands. Under this thousands period, what is the number? It is 27. So we will read the number as 27,000. 27,000. How many thousands? 27. So under the thousands group, 2 digits forms 27, and the number can be read as 27,000. Then in ones group, 3 digits are there, 3, 4, 7, and read this together, 347. So thousands group 27, so the number is 27,347. No need to say once. So all other group, that group name you have to add to represent a number. 27,347 47. 27,347. You will not say 27,000. No need to, whenever you are saying the number name, no need to use the plurals. So 27,000, and no need to say, in according to the modern concept, no need to say and 347. No need. We can read it as 27,347. No need. 27,347 is not needed. And is not needed. So 27,347. This is the Indian place value system. So international place value system we will discuss later. But the only difference comes when the international place value system. In Indian place value system, only one group will having 3 digits, and all other groups are having 2 digits. But in international place value system, when you are grouping the digits, every group contains 3 digits. So ones group, thousands group, millions group, like that it is going. Ones group will contain 3 digits, thousands group will contain 3 digits, then millions. So the number will be 10,342,000, like that it is going on. So that we will discuss later. Okay children, hope you understood what we discussed today about the number system, numerals, Indian place value system, and Hindu Arabic numerals. That are the points we discussed it today. If there is any doubt, contact me. I already told you. And maybe you are not having the textbook, or 6th standard book is changed. It is not the last year's test. A new text is there for maths. So maybe you are not having the textbook. So I will send you the questions, some questions through parent line. Just go through that and answer it. I'll give you a worksheet, and the necessary notes also I will forward to you. Thank you.